Hi everyone, Felix here at Gurney's. Today we're talking about pear pruning. I'm looking at an Asian pear here. And in a preceding video, the year prior, we addressed a cut down here at the base. We had a primary leader that didn't really develop that well for us, but it was a bulk of the tree. And we had a nice straight shoot coming off of it, so we made that cut last year. And this straight shoot has now developed into a really nice framework, which is what we want with a pear. So we got a nice scaffold branching. The branches coming off the primary shoot, which is where we can support a lot of fruit yield, and that continues to grow upward. And we're going to do a little pruning on this today to further develop where the limbs where we want them. We have one issue here where we have a lower scaffold where we want it, and it has a lot of fruit buds on it, but this upper scaffold here is growing in the same direction, so it's going to shade that lower branch. Really, we want one coming off here in between those two lower branches, so you don't have that branch on top of branch development. So we're going to cut this one off because it's not growing where we want it. So a nice flush cut there, and get that one off the tree. Here we have a limb that's growing to the interior. We've talked about that before. Trim those up. And then this branch here is going to develop into that upper scaffold, and it's going right where we want it, in between these two lowers, and so it's not on top of another branch shading it. And on the other side here we have another problem where it's growing on top of this lower branch. And here, now what we have in the middle is two primary leaders. They're both growing vertically, and I really only want one of those, so I'm going to take that out. And then the last cut here is going to be to stimulate some more branching right in this range right here. And the rule of thumb is after you make a heading back cut on your primary leader, which is just a cut that tops the branch essentially, you're going to stimulate these buds here about 4 inches below that heading back cut to break. In other words, to initiate shoot growth. And so we've taken that primary central leader, topped it back, and we're going to get shoot initiation here for more scaffold development in addition to this one we already have where we want it. That's all the pruning we're going to do on this tree. And next year we'll come out here and shoot a video and show you what happened on this in the flesh with this tree, so you can have some confidence about making those kinds of cuts, and you can see the outcome of what happens when you cut back a central leader like that for shoot development. Pear tree here, this is an Asian dripping honey. How to take care of it in about the 3rd year. This is what your tree would look like in the 3rd year after planting. Thanks for joining us.